clashing styles, passing versus running. It's going to come down to the defenses. Let's get into this third single elimination wild card game. It's going to be Pavan starting off with the ball first, getting to know the Madden 19 club champion. Pavan Lockhart out of Yuba City, California, Sacramento area. Already at that young age of 19, $150,000 in career earnings. TD, Pavan's got a couple abilities, a lot on Mike Vick.
Yeah, Pavan said he loves this 1325 cap, and starting off with that Mike Vick, dashing Deadeye, escape artist, identifier, but that hot route master is so key. You're going to see a lot of unique route combinations, and he has a lot of weapons. That Torrey Holt and that John Ross, we've seen from so many players. They have so many abilities at that receiver position, really beneficial for his offense, and we know Pavan also in that West Coast offensive playbook, one of the best playbooks this year, and then Miami on defense.
On the flip side, Jordan Thompson, a.k.a. Millz, 28 years old, one of the oldest competitors here out of Dallas, Texas. What a year he had. Great performance at the Classic. Nice job at the clubs as well, and he's making a name for himself for that defense. Take a look at these abilities.
Yeah, Millz, very unique player, and he's got that Raheem Mostert with Jukebox, the only player in the tournament with that. And then you see these secure pass protectors. They're supposed to counter the defensive line, and he's in that Oakland Raiders offensive playbook. He's going to be very run-heavy, no quarterback, like we said. He's going to be eye form strong, similar to Noah's offensive game plan. And the Patriots on defense, which is also very unique.
I'm very interested to watch. If there was one criticism of Millz' game in group play, TD, it was that he struggled to move the ball offensively. His defense locked down, but he's got to find a way to move the ball against Pavan, who, remember, back in Madden 19, that he had one of the best defenses around.
Pavan's run defense looked great, too, in groups. And like you said, Millz, I think, had almost negative yards in his first game versus Kiv, and he was able to win. So he's going to have to be a lot better on offense. But here you go, first play. We're going to see that 3-4 bear screaming at Pavan.
Pizza Hut Stadium, the site of this game as always, and why not start off with a sack for Jay Millz' defense. It was the rookie out of Clemson, Isaiah Simmons, in the backfield. If Pavan cannot handle that pressure, it's going to be a long day for this gun bunch offense. Second and long, Vick dropping back. Blitz picked up nicely this time, but no one's open downfield. Have to throw this one away.
Oh, man, those boys are coming. And you see Pavan, he actually motioned over to the strong side with his halfback, so he had double blockers from that side. It actually picked up the blitz really well, but nothing open, and a big 3rd and 18 already to start the game.
Dropping back, pressure from Johnson, just gets it off his back foot, cross body, and Torrey Holt goes up there and makes a play for the LCQ champ, throwing it up into coverage, and it pays off.
Oh, you see Millz in shock. Just a bad read by Pavan. Pressure came at him. He threw it up, basically, able to click on and make a user catch. Very risky and unfortunate play right there from Millz, but he's able to pick up the big first down for Pavan.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and right there, Pavan, the fortunate throw. Torrey Holt with all those abilities making plays. Here comes the pressure. Ross with the catch, quick little flat route. That's a great way, TD, to deal with the early pressures to get some of those underneath routes working.
Great read right there, and that's the way you're going to have to beat this defense. It's very difficult, so you're either going to have to send 5 out and make a quick read within a second, whether it be a little flat route, an out route, a quick streak, or you're going to have to try to send out 2 routes and block everyone. Those are the 2 strategies. We'll see what Pavan goes through on the 2nd and 3.
Vick outside the pocket, playmaker up the field, and smart play there by Pavan. I thought he was going to try to lob that over to the playmaker, but with the defender underneath, he just takes his first down with Vick.
So on the previous play, he went with the 5-out receivers and made a quick read. Here, he blocks the whole team and sends out 2 routes, able to run around with Vick. And now I like this strategy. Switch it up. Go to this fullback dive a little bit. Keep Millz off balance, but Millz with great defense yet again.
Ty, I love this question. You asked Pavan, you know, you got Millz. What has your preparation been like? All he said was there isn't really prepping for Millz. No one runs like that bear like him. And that that just seems so honest from Pavan. I mean, what can you do to prepare for this sort of defense?
It's so true, and you know, Millz is almost the creator in a sense of this 3-4 bear defense. He's been running these pressure defenses for years where he's coming at you, and no one runs this 3-4 bear like Millz, so to Pavan's point, it's very difficult to prepare for him.
As Vick up the sidelines, and This is something that we didn't see Millz defense giving up a lot of in that group play. Pavan able to get outside the pocket with Vic and pick up some yards.
Yeah, nice little scramble right there. And remember, Millz spent nearly 70% of his cap on defense, the most in the tournament. Pavan spent a lot of cap on his offense, so a clash of styles, and a nice little scramble right there from Vic. Pavan flipping around this gun bunch.
Millz took 4th at the Classic, 17th at the clubs. A very nice year from the Dallas, Texas native as Vic one more time, and TD Pavan's moving the ball against this defense, and I don't think we've seen that.
The lab work really coming into play here for Pavan. He's really picking up these blitzes, and he's able to get on the run with that Mike Vick. That's why you get that 99 Mike Vick, all that speed. He's able to create some plays. Goes to a little fullback dive there. I love the mix-up.
He's going to go back into that formation with Kellen Winslow. Coach said he had the body of an offensive lineman. He's a wide receiver in an offensive lineman's body. Right now he's being used as a fullback. This is one of the most versatile players we've ever seen in the game of Madden.
Kellen Winslow, a lot of ways you can use him. He's got speed, he's got height. You can put him at fullback, tight end. Pavan doing a great job now in a big 3rd and 2 here. Very manageable for Pavan. I know Millz is going to bring the heat. Let's see if Pavan runs with Vic again.
Look at the offensive line. It picks up the pressure, but good coverage downfield. And who else but Isaiah Simmons in the backfield. Ty, if Isaiah Simmons does anything like he has done in Madden for the Arizona Cardinals, they have a certified stud on their hands.
Man, what a team Arizona's going to be next year. I'm excited to watch them. And terrific defense right there by Millz. Pavan tried to, he only sent out 2 routes again, but he tried to go deep. He had a crosser and a deep dig, and Millz was all over it with his user, forces a 3-and-out, and kicks the field goal. But not a bad drive by Pavan to start the game. It's always tough to get the ball first, but so to go down and get 3 is very good for his confidence going up against that vaunted Millz defense. And now here we go. We're going to see Millz in this Oakland Raiders offense. No quarterback, so it's going to be very heavy with Raheem Mostert at running back. And remember, in group play, Millz' offense was not great, so we'll see if he made some changes for his offensive plan here in the wildcard round.
Yeah, Millz in group play had the worst offense of any of the 16 competitors, only putting up 202 total yards, all rushing. The next lowest was Young Kiv at 283. So, I mean, we watched his games, TD. We got to call a couple of them. Millz just wasn't able to put touchdowns on the board. His defense was able to force turnovers and give good field position, but his offense just didn't work. What does he have to do against Pavan? What is going to work for him?
Yeah, he's going to find some other runs. He kind of stick to the same few runs in that group stage, and they were really bagged. I mean, he was getting blown up in the backfield. And look, his defense was so great that if he would have had even a little bit better offense, even decent, he probably would have went 3-0 and won his group. So if he just went into the lab, made some changes, found a couple other new things that he can mix in for a wrinkle, I think he can be successful because of how good his defense is.
It's crazy. He only had 202 total yards of offense. He only gave up 173 yards through 3 games in group play as Mostert up the middle. And we talk about Mostert with Jukebox. Ty, if you had told me 5 months ago at club time that we would reach the Madden Bowl and Millz would be the only player with a running back ability, I would have asked for whatever was in your drink because I would assume you were completely intoxicated.
Yeah, you know, we saw a lot of that Zeke Elliott armbar at the beginning of the year. We saw a lot of Jukebox as we moved into club championship. But, you know, I think Mo pointed out earlier in the stream that, you know, if Millz would have, or all these EMB guys, if they would have went to a human joystick now, I think they probably wish they did that. Seeing the success of Noah and Volterax, that human joystick has been so huge for them. So I wonder if these guys wish they went to that, as you see there, Raheem Mostert getting blown up in the backfield again.
Well, I mean, they might have wished it, but at the end of the day, 2 EMB guys did pretty well in group play. Millz is here in the wild card round. Lil Man and Joke won their groups. 3rd and 10, Mostert outside. There's that Jukebox. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely bananas with that Jukebox.
Oh, man, that was nasty. I'm talking super nasty. 3 jukes in a row, and we haven't seen a jukebox like that in months since the beginning of the year, as we were saying. Wow, what a nasty run right there by Millz to get a big first down. And now Millz wants to use all this clock. Look at him. He put the controller down. He's going to hike at 1. He wants to take this to the half. Most likely wants to score 7, but even if he gets a field goal, he's trying to minimize the clock in this game and keep it close and keep it where he can run the ball and play defense.
Clock management. I mean, Millz has always said if he can get 10 points, he can win any game. Down 3-0 in this one. Handoff to Harris. Nowhere to go up the middle. Franco Harris, the absolute. I mean, I think if you look at the roster of this team, the majority of guys who have any sort of rushing attack, Franco Harris is a key part of that attack in the fullback position.
For sure, he's very versatile. You know, he's a good blocker, and then you can put him in there to sub in Mostert when he's tired. You know, so definitely a crucial part of Millz' offense as he goes back to this I-form close halfback dive.
Of course, Millz looks for State Farm. He's looking to give himself a little insurance with a good positioning here at the Madden Bowl. Take home some of the $220,000 prize pool that is on the line. It's interesting talking to Pavan about his journey through the LCQ. He said, you know, it was a grind, but I felt like it's made me better. As Millz comes out in the field, hey, I'm not a Madden pro. Why come out in the field?
Interesting. I don't even know what was going on right there. Then Millz called the timeout, so I don't know what he was thinking. As Mostert breaks one.
There goes Mostert. There goes Mostert. They caught him, NJB, and no jukebox needed on that one. As Raheem Mostert hits the pylon, and Millz finds a touchdown.
Third down, man.
That's the offense Millz needs if he wants to win this tournament. His defense has been exceptional, and he breaks a huge run with Mostert to take the lead. And if Millz can play offense like that all day, he's going to be very difficult to beat.
And you're seeing the runs that Millz is having success with is outside the tackles. Every time he's trying some of those halfback dives, it's too clogged up. But once he gets outside the tackles, that jukebox comes into play. As what a run. Let's take a look at our Snickers touchdown replay. One cut to the outside, and there goes Mostert.
Breaks the dive to the outside, follow his blockers and all that speed, uses the speed ball, hold the ball glitch to get that extra speed boost, and he's able to walk into the end zone for a nice touchdown.
And here comes his strength. The defense back out on the field. Why not start off with a sack? It's the Isaiah Simmons show for Millz.
This is where it could get tough for Pavan. You just gave up that huge run for a touchdown, which you didn't want, and you know how difficult. You have to be mentally locked in every single play going up against this defense. It's so difficult to beat, so you cannot take any plays off. You cannot make any mental mistakes if you're Pavan, and he's got to get back. He's got to calm down. He's got to focus, get back to blocking 2 or sending out 5, making quick reads.
Pavan saying that going through the LCQ means he has the most momentum of anybody right now. In the final 12 of the Madden Bowl is a quick flat route to Josh Cribbs, picks up a couple, 3rd and 14. This is where Millz wants to set you back at these 3rd and longs.
Without a doubt, 3rd and 14, a tough spot, and you know Millz is bringing the goons. Classic battle here of 818 versus EMB. Millz wanted to shout out his boy Kerry Q, as well as all the EMB guys labbing him up, and then Pavan, you know, labs with Wesley and Henry, who we just saw in a heartbreaking loss. Well, both of those guys in heartbreaking losses today. So these guys play with the best players in the world, and here we go, big 3rd and 14 for Pavan.
And no surprise, as you can see from his team and the jersey he's wearing, he want a big shout out to Raider Nation. 3rd and 14. Vic dropping back, the heat coming up the middle. Vic takes off. Can he get to the first down marker? He will slide down to the 25-yard line. Didn't want to risk taking any sort of hit from Millz' defense.
And we'll see if Pavan plays conservative or goes aggressive. It looks like he's going to punt the ball away and trust his defense.
Fortunately for Pavan, his defense, they gave up a touchdown on the first drive. It's something we're getting used to, Tyler, watching this game as it's progressed this year with all this running, that, you know, this is one of those games that each player may only end up with 2 or 3 possessions. So each possession you don't score on is that much more important.
At think this year, out of any year I've been involved with competitive Madden, is the most punts we've seen, especially at this level. And it just goes to show the type of game it is and how important defense is this year, especially when you're building your teams. As Millz gets blown up right there, 2-yard gain. And Millz is feeling it. You can see this guy is always very confident. His swagger's always showing. But he's got to get something, you know, I want to see him get to the outside again, like you said, Nick. Every time he takes those dives and gets to the outside, he has success.
Well, it brings in Tressway, the punter. You notice a lot more handoffs to the left side. Tressway, quicker animation with those handoffs. So, listen, we've seen more punts than ever, and we're seeing him play quarterback. This is the most important the punter position has ever been in competitive Madden.
It's the year of the punter.
Let's go.
Mostert spinning back inside. And Pavan sitting there going, you got jukebox. You don't have spin cycle, though. Sit on down as Millz going to have to punt this one away. So the first drive, very fluid for Millz, able to break out a big touchdown. This time, Pavan's defense steps up.
So Pavan trusts his defense. He ends up punting on that 4th and 5 or whatever it was back then on his last drive. Punts the ball, trusts his defense, and it comes up big for him. And now he's going to have a chance for a big drive here going into the half. He's got to get some points on the board, keep this game close.
This kick is away. No use putting the ball in Ed Reed's hands. So we'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Pavan, of course, the Madden 19 club champion. What a run as the now 3-time Oakland Raiders club champion. Originally from Modesto, California, moved to Yuba City in 2006 and been there since. 1st and 10. Vic outside the pocket. Vic will throw this one away.
Man, Millz' adjustments out of this is insane. You know, it's so hard to be able to blitz 8 or 9 guys, 7 guys, whatever, every play, and then have great coverage as well. And as you saw, Millz manning up the slot receiver there, using the other route. Just phenomenal defense by Millz.
Pavan saying of that moment against Joke with the run committee, he said, listen, I was disappointed I didn't get the bye. When I found that out, I couldn't believe it. But at the end of the day, I got a memory. I don't know, what do you think he values more, that memory or that 1 seed?
Definitely the 1 seed looking back, but what a play that was. Joke with the run commit. That was one of the craziest plays I've ever seen. And a big 3rd and 4 here.
Come on!
Oh, what a playmaker! Torrey Holt over the top! 1 time for Pavan. Says Millz, I don't care about the reputation for your defense. I just broke one open.
What a play by the belt winner, Pavan. What a playmaker up the field. Oh, my goodness, that was super nice. And he's able to convert it into a touchdown. What a play by Pavan. Oh, my goodness.
He's been really able to deal with the pressure from Millz.
Let's go. Good tackle. No points.
Unbelievable. 10-7 tie. Break this one down for me. How did Pavan get Torrey Holt so open?
Oh, man, rolls out left, has the corner out. Playmakers are up the field with that playmaker ability. That's why you get that ability. And he scores a huge touchdown there. Now Millz doesn't have a lot of timeout, doesn't have any timeouts, and he doesn't have an offense that can really score in these situations. He's going to have to break one off with Mostert.
1st and 10. Can he find some running room with 49 seconds left? No timeouts left for either player. So limited amount of plays on the ground. Pavan looking to play some good run defense. Great first half. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. On the interwebs, as my dad has legitimately called it, He's actually called it the interwebs.
Oh, man. And here we see Millz. This is probably going to be tough. The clock's going to run out unless he can break one. He's got a one-on-one.
And he gets outside, gets out of bounds. No, it was great because I got to go home for a little bit before this whole social distancing was happening. I was sitting with my dad and one of his old college friends, and he says, yeah, Nick's going to be the Howard Cosell of Madden. And I went, oh, my God, old. Oh, God. First and 10.
Man.
Stretch run to Mostert, trying to get outside. I appreciate the compliment, but, you know, somebody from this
Howard Cosell.
The legend. Hands it off. Mostert, nowhere to go, up the middle, and a very interesting first half, Tyler Davis. I mean, give him a grade. Give Pavan a grade from A to F at how he dealt with Millz' rush, because I feel like he did really well.
Yeah, I think he did really well. He controlled himself. I'd probably give him, you know, a B+, B. It wasn't great by any means, but it was good enough. And that, especially that playmaker. I mean, that's what he's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to get out of the pocket, pick up this pressure, and then make some plays using that playmaker and rolling around with Vic, picking up yardage with scrambling.
What a first half it has been. 10-7. The Madden 19 club champion with a slim 3-point lead over that Bear defense from Millz. Guys, if it's humanly possible that you know someone who hasn't already gotten in the game, then you need to tell them it's 70% off right now. It's for a limited time on Xbox and PS4. And the sale will go away pretty soon, so tell whoever that person is that doesn't have Madden 20, their time is now to get in the game. Pavan, look at this. With most wins in the MCS 20 season, Pavan creeping up on Joke, Henry, and Young Kip. Look at that 5-person group of most wins in the MCS 20. They might be the 5 favorites, except Henry no longer here.
Yeah, without a doubt. 5 of the best players in Madden 20, and Pavan slowly creeping up, you know, building his legacy here on the competitive Madden circuit. And now a big drive for Millz. He's got to respond. That playmaker touchdown was a huge play in the game. Let's see what he can do.
Millz got, I'm pretty sure, clotheslined by somebody as he was trying to find some room. Yep, absolutely did. Broke his back and picks up nothing. Back into that strong eye formation. Needing to find something offensively as Mostert cuts right, used that jukebox, but every time he's able to get past one player, TD, Pavan's defense has somebody behind him.
Yeah, he's shown great run defense all tournament, even back to last week in group stage. You know, interesting to me, Nick, is Millz went with these secure pass protectors on the offensive line. And, you know, what those do is they counter defensive line abilities like inside stuff. But the interesting thing is no one went with inside stuff in this tournament besides D-Croft. He's the only one. So Millz, you know, kind of wasted a lot of cap at those positions when it wasn't really needed, but he thought more people would have it going into this tournament.
As Mostert gets outside of 3rd and 9, spins back inside, gets to the 26-yard line. You heard Pavan there. He says, go for it, Millz, I dare you. That just doesn't seem like Millz' way, though.
Millz is thinking about it, but he didn't bring a quarterback. And Pavan coming out in that fake defense, so you're not going to be able to try to fake on this, and he's going to punt it away.
Who doesn't love that with Millz' team? Tressway was on the field for 4 straight downs.
Tressway might be Millz' most valuable player. I'm kidding, but here we go for Pavan now. It's a big drive because if you can go down and get 7, this will really make it a winnable situation or really make it difficult on Millz to come back from.
Tressway went to the University of Oklahoma. He's a Sooner. Currently with the Washington Redskins as a pass out to the flat. John Ross, gotta love when I get to use Google to look up some stats on the punter.
And Millz has been giving up these little flat routes kind of all game to Pavan. That's really been Pavan's bread and butter. You know, he kind of clicks on, he's able to swerve up the field with a rat catch, and he's able to get, you know, between 5 and 8 yards every time. So if Millz keeps giving that up, Pavan's going to take it every single time.
Pavan looking, I mean, he said that he feels like if he can go up by 2 scores on anybody, he is going to win that game. That's it. Get up by 2 scores and I'm going to win. 2nd and 2. Hands it to Winslow, the fullback. There's Troy P. Troy Polamalu. He has been big on so many of these defenses.
Troy Polamalu, huge in Madden 20, Ultimate Team, salary cap. I mean, man, that guy's a goon. And now a nice stop right there by Millz. Big 3rd and 2 here. Millz has got to stand up for himself. He's got to get off the field.
It's crazy for all the great interceptions Troy P had. The play I think most people remember is him dive bombing the quarterback and leaping over the line. 3rd and 2. Back into the shotgun, pressure off the edge, trying to get out of there with Vic. He'll pick up the 1st down. Vic shows off the wheels, and you see Millz frustrated the fact that he couldn't bring down the former Hokie.
Oh, boy, what a bang-bang play. It looked like Millz was coming free for a clean sack. Pavan's able to scramble right away at the last second, get up the field and slide for a crucial 1st down. Wow, that was a big play in the game.
First and 10 into that gun bunch again. We've seen him flip into that sort of near close formation, but hasn't been able to get that fullback dive to work as he had hoped. His gun bunch has been his most effective, mostly using the legs of Michael Vick, utilizing as much play clock as he can. Vick, pressure off the edge. He'll avoid the user read and pick up another first down.
Story of the game right now for Pavan is that Mike Vick. He's able to break containment, get outside. Millz was there, but kind of just missed him with his user. Went to the outside, Pavan cut it up inside, able to pick up a big first down, and that Mike Vick has been the story of the game for Pavan. He's ready to run every single time getting out of the pocket.
First down and 10, he'll go back into the power formation, try to give some of those receivers a rest, give the ball to Kellen Winslow. Fullback dive, nowhere to go. Who else? Troy P. bottling up the tight end.
Yeah, that fullback dive has not had much success for Pavan. I think he only had one good run with it for 8 yards, and besides that, it's been bottled up, and he's going back to the gun bunch here. We'll see if he sends out 2 routes again, uses a motion blocker.
Into the shotgun, we'll see if Millz saw him read Pavan, knows he likes to roll left, and utilizing that read to try to contain the rollout as he'll go out with read. And Pavan hits him with the counter, rolls right, then comes back left and picks up another first down. No need to pass out of this gun punch when Vick is doing this.
Man, he's picking up that blitz so well. Right there, he waited for the halfback to chop block off the backside. He's able to be patient in the pocket and then roll out to that backside for a big first down. And man, we're getting into the 4th quarter, and if Millz has got to get a stop, Pavan getting 7 would be huge.
Well, in the words of User's dad, it's down to the nitty-gritty. 10-7. Pavan with the lead and driving. Can Millz' defense hold him to a field goal? Only one way to know. We're going to head to our 4th quarter. It's presented by Creamy Snickers. You're not smooth when you're hungry.
Oh, no, don't pressure me.
This party's garbage.
That bad, huh?
It is that bad. It's like a bag of zeros.
Try this creamy Snickers. You could use a little smoothness.
Is that one of the zeros?
Get smooth with the fresh ground nut butters and creamy Snickers.
5 minutes remain, 10-7 the score. And you've got to think, TD, this is crucial for Millz to keep Pavan out of the end zone on this drive.
Yeah, he's got to pull him to 3 here. And that fullback dive, again, is bottled up, only a 3-yard gain, but it's getting into these passing situations where Pavan's able to roll out. So if you're Millz, you really got to kind of put everything on the containment for Vick now. He only has 2 routes out there. You don't really need to worry about the receivers as much now. It's about bottling up Vick, not letting him break containment and get these first downs, because they've been backbreakers for Millz.
Michael Vick, 6,100 rushing yards in his career. A single-season rushing record broken just recently by Lamar Jackson. But Vick will always have a home here in Madden Ultimate Team. One more game left today and single elimination for the rest of the week. He has been open in the end zone. It's John Ross. Millz lost track of him. John Ross says, "Give me that."
No more points.
What a play by Pavan to break the game open. He stayed in that fullback dive, that near close formation. Millz was expecting the fullback dive. Pavan audibles to a pass, hits him over the top with a crossing route for a huge touchdown.
And just like that, Pavan goes to 2-score lead over Millz. Does Millz have enough offense to get into this one? TD looking at this replay. Millz may be the one who works for State Farm, but Pavan is saying, like a good neighbor, John Ross is there.
Goes to the play flats. It has a crossing route, backside slant. And Millz just kind of got stuck right there. It looked like he was playing in sand, and Pavan with a huge touchdown. And now Millz, his offense is not built for these type of situations. He's going to have to score quickly. Ideally, you want to get points, even if it's a field goal before the 2-minute warning.
Here's what's crazy. Millz has 101 yards rushing with Raheem Mostert in this game. That is exactly half of how much he had in 3 games in group play. So a much better offense we're seeing today from Millz, yet he still finds himself down by 10. Stretch run to Mostert, trying to get outside. Avoids Warner. He'll fight through the tackle from Reed and pick up a first down.
Mostert fighting for him. That was big. He needed to fall forward, get that first down. And now he's getting closer here. He's still going to need about 25 yards to be able to get a field goal. You know, and that field goal is going to be crucial. I would expect Millz, once he does get into field goal range, if he does, to take his field goal and play defense.
Ed Reed has been, who Millz has been using, trying to get him going defensively and try to counter some of the user play from Pavan. And then Pavan flips right around and says, what if I control Ed Reed? And he has bottled up this Millz rushing attack ever since that first quarter.
Yeah, you know, those safeties have really come in the gap. He's not allowing any big runs up the middle. Millz going to try to get to the outside again.
Come on. I don't even want you to get
You
through
can't.
here. I don't want you to
This
get
time
through
with
here.
Franco Harris. He'll pick up 3, get it to a 3rd and 5. He said he needs to score before the 2-minute warning. That 2-minute warning's approaching.
It's coming close, and this is a situation where you wish you had a quarterback. I mean, you really want to get the ball on the field and pass, but he's going to stick to his ground game.
Go, one ball.
Do not disrespect the name of Tress
Get it
Way
stop right here.
as he
Get
hands it
this
to
stop
Raheem
right
Mostert
here.
and picks
Come
up 3.
And here we go. This is
Right here,
Millz'
right now.
season on the line on this play. 4th in the Classic, Houston Texans Club champion. He's in the bowl. Does he have a play for 4th and 2 to keep his season alive?
It's a run. It's Mostert. He avoids a tackle. Did he get enough? They'll give him the 49, and they'll give him the first down. He sidestepped the early penetration and just got enough for the first.
Mostert falls forward again, so Millz is staying alive. Goes with the stretch here to the outside.
And only gets one with Raheem Mostert. Current San Francisco 49er, and that backfield got a lot less crowded with the trade of Matt Breida to the Dolphins. As now you start wondering, he's not using these timeouts. This rundown continues each and every play. I know Michael Skimbo loves to point that out. He's not having enough time here.
Oh boy, this is where you kind of start to stretch. You got to get up to the line and hike it. He might be able to kick a field goal now. He has one of the best kickers. He has Zane Gonzalez. We'll see if he can get this field goal. 61 yards. I think he should be able to, but this is huge right here.
3 less than the NFL record. Ball is down. The kick is up. Does it have the leg? He might have had it from 64. It's good and back to a 1-score game.
That's difficult kick more than people think. The clock is ticking on him. You got to get to the line, hike it as fast as possible, and you also have to get an accurate kick from 61 yards. So that was not an easy kick. He's able to do it. He saved his 3 timeouts, but he wasted a lot of time. So he's going to have a chance, but he's got to get Pavan a 3-and-out right away. He's going to use all 3 timeouts right now.
Just when you thought this game was over, Millz able to convert a 4th and 2 late and able to put 3 points on the board. His defense going to need to step up. I don't know if I like this call, TD. You're the Madden pro going into that near close formation, trying to get the fullback dive working. It hasn't worked all game.
It hasn't, but I think Pavan doesn't want to make any mistakes. He's usually pretty conservative. He's very in control of them. He trusts his defense. He knows Millz' offense is not built for these situations, so if he calls 3 runs and punts, I think he's okay with it, but he's looking to get that first down also.
Well, there Winslow picks up 3, timeout taken by Millz. 3rd and 4. If he picks up 4 yards, it's ball game, and he's on to the quarterfinals. It's Winslow. He did not pick up 4. He, in fact, lost a yard. So Millz has a chance. No quarterback can't pass the ball, but he's going to have a couple shots at getting Raheem Mostert to the end zone.
He's going to have a chance. No quarterback, like you said. He's going to have to run some stretches, some outside zones, get outside the tackle and get out of bounds. Because 37 seconds, you're going to have to hit a home run if you're Millz. It's going to be difficult, but he does have a chance here, a shot to go to the quarterfinals.
Come on.
Millz trying to do his best Lloyd Christmas impression. So you're telling me there's a chance. He's got to get Mostert rolling. One more game left today, and that's going to be a fun one. Dreedy and Voltrax. Don't go anywhere. Don't switch off that TV, computer, whatever you're watching this on. You guys have been awesome hanging out with us all last week for group play, and that was this week where we're going to crown a Madden 20 champion. First down and 10. Tressway off the field. Eli with the ball. There goes Mostert. He had room up the middle, but a great user from Pavan to stay patient with Ed Reed, and he'll hurry baake to the line. That runoff is oh so important. Trying to get outside, trying to get out of bounds. The clock's down to 10. Will he have enough time to get off another play? He will not, and Pavan will walk away with a victory.
Let's get this stuff off my field.
Wow, what an
Let's go.
ending. Millz just ran out of time. It looked like he
Let's
could
go,
have broke
man.
that last play up the middle. Pavan with a great user tackle, and Pavan able to come up with the victory in advance. Wow, what a ball game down to the wire.
TD, how about the exclamation point you heard from Pavan at the end? He finishes it off, zeros on the clock, and he says, "Get this scrub off my field." He's feeling confident.